What's going on, guys? This is United WWE coming at you with another video. Today we're doing a preview of Hell in a Cell. It's going down tomorrow night live on the WWE network. So I'm just going to go through all the matches that we will see on the card in no particular order. So yeah, number one we have here, I'm just looking at the matches on Wikipedia. They have all the official matches that have been listed for Hell in a Cell. So number one on the list is Dolph Ziggler, Cesaro and Neville versus Rusev, Sheamus and King Barrett. Charlotte versus Nikki, that one is for the WWE Divas Championship. For the tag team titles, we have the Dudley Boys versus the New Day, so that most likely will be Big E and Kofi Kingston. For the Intercontinental title, we have Kevin Owens versus Ryback. Of course, John Cena will put his United States Championship on the line against a contender that hasn't been named yet. Of course, that is still to be confirmed. We'll have to wait to tune into Hell in a Cell to see who that opponent is. Seth Rollins faces Kane for the WWE Championship. So if Kane loses that match, the Demon Kane loses that match, I should say, Corporate Kane will be fired from being Director of Operations. And the two Hell in a Cell matches we have tomorrow night will be Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt and The Undertaker versus the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar. So I'm just going to break down the matches and talk to you guys about what I think is going to happen. So starting off with Dolph Ziggler, Cesaro and Neville versus Rusev, Sheamus and King Barrett. Now I think this is really just one of them matches. I'm not even sure it's going to be on the pre-show or not. It's just one of these matches that has been thrown on the card just for the sake of getting these guys on the pay-per-view. Like, there's so many people in this match that are in the exact same situation at the moment. If you look at it, Dolph Ziggler, Cesaro, Neville, Rusev, Sheamus, King Barrett, all these mid-carders that have so much potential and nothing's being done with them. A lot of speculation that Rusev is going to be like buried by the WWE after completely fucking up the angle with Lana and Summer Rae and all that. Boy, Summer Rae, or should I say Lana and Rusev announcing their engagement in real life. So there's still a lot of heat on him about that. Not good news for him. But yeah, likes of Sheamus, he's the Money in the Bank holder. Could we see him cash in tomorrow night? It's very interesting to see. Who knows, Kane could go apeshit after losing the match, beat the hell out of Rollins. Could Sheamus come in and cash in? I don't know. Hopefully, I don't want to see that actually. I want to see Rollins hold it for a bit longer. And I think he still has a lot of big matches coming up with that WWE Championship over his shoulder. But yeah, I'm not going to go into my Seth Rollins versus Kane preview at the moment. I'm going to stick on this match at the moment. As I said, guys, if you look at the people in this six-man tag, it's just a match surely just put together to get these guys on the pay-per-view. And it's really sad to see that none of these guys have anything really planned out for them. For like over the last 2 or 3 years, if you look at the like of Dolph Ziggler, he's done absolutely nothing for like the last 2 years. You always think, oh yeah, this feud could go somewhere. We could see Ziggler getting pushed up to that main event slot. But like constantly he gets setbacks, or else the feud he's in, the storyline just goes dead. The Rusev storyline is a perfect example. King Barrett came back with a great look, won the King of the Ring, and you know, he's thrown in these stupid matches with the likes of Stardust and Neville, and people just kind of forget about him. Cesaro, I still, still with this guy. He's a great in-ring worker. I love to watch his matches, but you know, there's nothing that, as me as a WWE fan, I can't really relate to Cesaro. There's nothing about his character that I like. He doesn't have a lot of charisma. You guys, let me know in the comment section, what do you think Cesaro has to do to try and get a connection with the WWE universe? Now, I'm not saying that he doesn't have fans. Of course, the guy has fans, but just like what Vince McMahon said in the WWE podcast, the Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast, he said, like, you know, Cesaro still is missing that that if factor, sort of. He needs that. Vince said he still isn't sure what it is that he needs, but I 100% agree. You just can't put your finger on him, but like, I think one day he will have that moment where everything just clicks, and hopefully we see him get that main event push that he deserves. Moving on, next we're going to talk about Charlotte versus Nikki Bella for the WWE Divas Championship. Now, of course, a couple of weeks ago, Charlotte won the WWE Divas Championship, and ever since then, on Raw, nothing has really happened to develop this storyline. A lot of stuff has happened with Paige, actually, with Team PCB, and Paige turning her back on Becky Lynch, and who's the other girl? Charlotte, I should say, sorry. But yeah, this match, I think Charlotte will definitely retain in this match. I think she will hold the championship for a good while. Yeah, I can definitely see Charlotte going over in this match. I think some of the matches we've seen on Raw with the Divas over the last couple of weeks have been very impressive. But I just think the tag team matches just have to stop. They're just trying to get all the Divas on Raw for the sake of saying, you know, this Divas Revolution. Let's just squish them all on Raw. But like, I'd rather see one really good Divas match on Raw than seeing two tag matches that nobody cares about. You know, I think they just really have to cut that out. But yeah, I think Charlotte is going to retain in this match. Moving on, the New Day faced the Dudley Boys for the WWE Tag Team Championship. Now, yeah, this is a match that we saw at the WWE Madison Square Garden pay-per-view that was on the WWE Network a couple of weeks ago, and it was actually very impressive. The New Day are just absolutely on a roll at the moment. They're absolutely sensational. When I see them coming out on Raw, you know, it's just, you have to turn up the volume, move up a bit closer to the screen. You know, they're must-watch TV at the moment. They're very entertaining. You know, they never fail to make you laugh. And I think the Dudley Boys are really getting the best out of these guys. The Dudley Boys is what the tag team division needs at the moment. You know, the more these old school workers, you know, they're already over with the fans. They can come in and help these new tag teams develop. And I think the Dudley Boys are doing a really good job at that at the moment. But I really do think, guys, tomorrow night could be the time we see the Dudley Boys win the Tag Team Championship for the 10th time. I think the New Day's luck may have run out. Of course, the Dudley Boys, I really thought the Dudley Boys were going to win at the MSG WWE Network special. But no, the New Day retained. But I think tomorrow night we could see Devon and Bubba Ray become the new Tag Team Champions. Moving on, Kevin Owens versus Ryback. Now, this is a feud I think pretty much everyone is just forgetting about. It's pretty, I don't know, it's just one of these matches, you know, nobody, I don't know, of course, there will be Kevin Owens fans out there. I love the guy, Kevin Owens. I really like Ryback as well. I think he tries really hard, but, it's just one of them feuds no one really cares about, you know, because the way it's booked on Raw, there's no real storyline to it. One of them would have a match, and then the other one comes out after, maybe tries to attack him or something, but there's no real interest in the storyline. I can definitely see Kevin Owens retaining his championship in this match, because I think the guy's just brilliant, you know, and I think the longer he has the Intercontinental Championship, who knows, more people from NXT will be coming up, and if Kevin Owens has a good run with that title, I think he can have a lot of good matches in the middle card of the show, and, you know, just keep going until he's elevated into that main event slot where he definitely will be in the future. As for Ryback, it's a tough one with this guy, because it really depends on what crowd he's around. But in different cities he can get booed out of the arena. In other cities they go absolutely crazy for him with the Feed Me More chants. But yeah, I don't know, he's not really going anywhere, and I don't think another Intercontinental Championship reign is going to do anything for him. So I think Kevin Owens will retain his championship in this match. Moving on, next is a match that I really am looking forward to. It's John Cena against it's an open challenge for the United States Championship, I should say. No contender has been named yet for this match, but guys, I'm just going to go through a few names that I think it could be, and yeah, just try grow some interest in this match. So John Cena has been well documented. He will be taking time off after this pay-per-view, so it looks like whoever he faces is going to win the United States Championship. Now, I'm just going through a few names here, and I'm just saying as well that Randy Orton, it looks like he's injured. He will be out of this pay-per-view. That Dean Ambrose and Randy Orton match versus the Wyatt family, that looks like it has been scrapped from the pay-per-view unless Dean Ambrose gets a new partner. But it looks like two top baby faces in the WWE, John Cena and Randy Orton, they are out after this pay-per-view. So it really looks like, guys, whoever faces John Cena, I think will be coming back as a baby face, and one of the biggest baby faces that is out at the moment. I think you guys know where I'm going with this, guys. It's Daniel Bryan. Now, guys, if you think about it, it makes all the sense in the world for Daniel Bryan to come in and cover for the likes of Randy Orton and John Cena at this time, as WWE have a real big European tour coming up. Of course, they always want their top baby faces on that tour, but it looks like John Cena is off going to be doing other things, presenting some sports reality TV show, some shit like that or something. And Randy Orton, of course, dislocated his shoulder. It looked like I read a report yesterday when he was taking out the trash, he actually somehow dislocated his shoulder. His shoulder, of course, the one that's aggravated him a lot through his career. It looks like something as simple as lifting up the trash has I know the shoulder has been bothering him for a really long time, but it looks like something, maybe it was heavy lifting, the trash or something, is after aggravating it. He popped his shoulder out. I read that it was dislocated for 3 hours before it could be put back into place, so he must have been in really bad shape with that shoulder. So yeah, he's ruled out for the next couple of, I don't know how many weeks, guys. He could be out for a couple of months. But Randy Orton's out, John Cena's out. It's the perfect opportunity, if Daniel Bryan is fully healed from his injury, to come back and take that top spot. And as a babyface on the roster, and come back, win that United States Championship, elevate that title to even higher level now that Cena's gone. There'll be a lot more focus on it, because I think Cena's run went a bit stale. But yeah, Cena worked wonders with that title, don't get me wrong. It was really refreshing to see him have another role on Raw, apart from just going for the WWE Championship. But yeah, guys, my money is put on Daniel Bryan at the moment. There is a couple of other names I was thinking along. Maybe Finn Balor could show up, something like that. But for me, at the moment, I think one of my friends actually mentions this to me on Twitter. At the moment, I think Daniel Bryan makes all the sense in the world. If that guy's fit, get him on that card, I think it would be absolutely fantastic. The crowd would go insane. So my money's on Daniel Bryan's guy. It could be John Cena versus Daniel Bryan tomorrow night for the United States Championship. Moving on, the next match we are going to look at is Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt inside a Hell in a Cell. Now, guys, I think this match will be really, really good. These guys have worked some absolutely sensational matches on Raw. But this is just another feud that I think has gone on a bit too long. And I hope to see the end of it tomorrow night. I hope this doesn't drag into the next pay-per-view. I think it's Survivor Series. I'm really hoping we don't see what we most likely will. We'll probably see some big, what do they call the match at Survivor Series? The Survivor Series, big. They usually have a big 8-man tag or something. So it'll probably be the Wyatts versus the likes of Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and stuff like that. But yeah, so that, sadly enough, I just thought that now, so it looks like this feud could go on even longer. So getting back to tomorrow's night match, I think it'll be absolutely sensational. They'll tear the roof off the place. They'll really give maybe Lesnar and Undertaker a run for their money in terms of quality of match. But this is just a feud that, I really love both these guys, Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt. They're absolutely sensational, but it's just not a feud that I have any interest in all. I've just seen it so many times. And you just look forward to seeing a good match. You don't actually care about who wins, and that's I don't know. Yeah, I think you get that a lot in the WWE at the moment. The storylines just aren't good enough. But I can see. Let me think about it. I think I'm gonna put my money on. I think Roman Reigns needs to win in this next match. I think the guy has kind of gone a bit out of focus since main eventing WrestleMania, and I think a big win tonight would do wonders for his character. So I'm going to go with Roman Reigns. I think Bray Wyatt and him will put on a great match, but my money, I think, is on the leader of the Roman Empire, and that is Roman Reigns. The next match to look at, guys, it is The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. Now, this match was announced, I think, last month's United Champions pay-per-view, or even earlier than that. I'm not sure. It was announced, but it was announced during a pay-per-view. So yeah, there hasn't been a lot of build-up to this match. It's just been Undertaker only showed up on Raw last week to try hype the match going into Hell in a Cell on the go-home show Raw. But yeah, I think that's why the ratings on Raw have dropped so much. There hasn't been a top match to be built on Raw. It's just been Kane and Seth Rollins, and I'll get into that afterwards. But Brock Lesnar just simply has to go over in this match, and it has to be a clean win as well, because they've done absolutely fantastic with Lesnar, keeping him strong over these last couple of years. And I remember when he lost to the likes of Triple H at WrestleMania, it kind of put a bit of a dent in his character. And I think that loss to The Undertaker at SummerSlam, a lot of people weren't happy about the finish to that match, but I thought it was actually okay. I was kind of happy The Undertaker won, because I didn't want to just see Undertaker, getting his head ripped off and getting thrown around the ring, getting the shit kicked out of him. It actually worked out really well the way they did the finish. I know the fans wanted to see a winner, so that's why they were so pissed off. I thought it was pretty well done the way the Undertaker had a dirty win. A lot of people thought he was turning heel. So will we see that side to the Undertaker tomorrow night? Will we see that dirty side of the Undertaker where he has to play dirty to get a win? Who knows? He might go for that, but Brock Lesnar out-tricks him, outthinks him, gets the win. So yeah, my money is on Brock Lesnar tomorrow night to win clean, F5 in the middle of the ring, and I just think these guys are going to absolutely tear the house down. If you saw their match back into, I think it was 2002 or 2003, it was, I think it was No Mercy. You can hold me on that one, I'm not sure. But it was absolutely sensational, guys. I remember watching that live and I was just in awe. These guys bet the shite out of each other. I think Undertaker, that was around the time Undertaker had the cast on his arm. Brock Lesnar had broken his arm on SmackDown. The feud was absolutely sensational. These guys just went into that Hell in a Cell and beat the crap out of each other. I know it's PG now, but I don't think that will hold them back tomorrow night. I think they'll go in there. There'll be blood, there'll be sweat, there'll be tears. They'll go all out. And I think we're going to see a hell of a main event. I don't know if this match will go on last. I'm not sure, but it's definitely going to be one of the last matches on the card. Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. My money is on Brock Lesnar. Moving on to the main event, we have the Demon Kane versus Seth Rollins, the WWE Champion. Now, this is the match I don't think anyone expected to really see on a main eventing a card. Definitely Kane has been out of the loop for many years now, and we haven't really seen him have a title run since I think around 2010 maybe, when he had the World Heavyweight Championship on SmackDown. But yeah, getting back to this match, I think Seth Rollins will win this match. It's pretty obvious that he will. I just don't see Kane. Kane, I absolutely love Kane, guys. Don't get me wrong. I was one of his biggest fans back in the day. Him, the Undertaker, Brothers of Destruction. But this is Seth Rollins' time. It's a new era. People like Kane are just still in the WWE just to get these guys over. The likes of the Big Show, Kane, Mark Henry, these guys from the Attitude Era are just sticking around to help these new guys develop their characters, and really get over with the crowd. And I think Kane has actually done a really good job of that over the last couple of weeks, bringing out different sides of Seth Rollins. We've seen more to his character. He's getting really worked up about the corporate Kane scenario and how Kane keeps changing characters. And I think this will be a good match. I'm not sure if it will go on last, but Kane still has a good match in him. The guy's still a hell of a worker. He'll push Seth Rollins to his limits tomorrow night. It'll be a very physical match, and it'll be just interesting to see how they go about Seth Rollins winning this match. Will it be a count out? Will they do something like that? Will it be a draw? Will Kane get screwed over by the Authority? We'll just have to wait and see. Does Seth Rollins have a trick up his sleeve? Some backup to help him win this match? But I can just definitely see Seth Rollins winning this match. Now, I was thinking as well with the whole scenario, if Kane loses, corporate Kane loses his job. So be interesting to see, will he swap characters during the match somehow? It could go backstage, corporate Kane, I don't know, something like that. Maybe he shows up and wrestles the match as corporate Kane. I don't know, Demon Kane shows up at the end. I don't know, guys. I'm just trying to think of different outcomes for this match. But yeah, guys, leave your comments down below. What do you think is going to happen at WWE Hell in a Cell 2015? It's going down tomorrow night. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe. I'm nearly at 7,500 subscribers, which is absolutely sensational, guys. Thank you so much. The road to 8,000 subs begins right now. So hit that subscribe button, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy Hell in a Cell tomorrow night, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.